everybody, Average Gamer here. So today, what I want to talk about is the tier system. So we all know tiers 1 through 5 are the tiers. 1's the best, 5th is the worst, theoretically. Now, I've been stuck in tier 5 for, well, since the whole thing came out a couple months ago. I've been grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding, and this little slider finally ticked over to tier 4 today. So excited, so happy. Definitely a huge feel of accomplishment. But then, after that minute or two of, thank God, I finally got past, got out of tier 5. I'm up to tier 4. Let's do some more grinding, let's do some more playing, and let's get up to tier 5. Let's get to tier 3. I came to the realization and the dread of this empty bar. Then I realized I have no idea when it tells me I went up or when I went down how much this bar progresses. It's said that it goes up depending on how big your score is, it'll go up different. So if it's going up, it'll reflect differently. If it's going down, it'll reflect differently. If you get a score of 0, it'll keep going down and down and down and down and down, even in a win. I will have to say what I would like to see. Now, this is more about what I like to see about the whole tier system, not so much the tier system itself. What I would like to see is at the end match screen, when you play a match, I would like it to tell me, okay, my PSR went up, sweet. What's the value of that? Is it 100? Okay, it's 100. I got 100 for a score of, say, 300. So a scale of 1 to 3, basically, we'll say. So I get 100. A match, we'll say 100 tier score. Or it goes towards my my tier progress bar here. And this here is set to a specific number. It is. We just don't know what it is. So this will say, hey, this is, I don't know, say this little tier is 300 here. So what? 3, 6, 9. That right there would be over. That's about 1,000. 3, 6, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So say 8. So we'll round it off. We'll say 10. So for 10,000 tier points, or we'll call them or pilot skill points. Well, we can't probably use PSP, but pilot skill rating itself. Be like, fine, tier 4, but of tier 4, I'm currently sitting at, 300. And then it'll say, if you hit a button, then it'll say, let's say 300 backslash, 10,000. I know that I have to get to 10,000 to get to tier 3. And then make tier 3 harder. Make tier 3, 20,000, 50,000, whatever. I don't care. But some sort of goal. Because just seeing a bar, I don't know about you guys, but seeing a progress bar is very disconcerting. Especially when it moves so fucking slow. I guarantee you. So, in the last 5 days, I have played at least 100, 150 games. And my PSR went from pretty much where this R is, right here, to that, and then that. So theoretically, it took me over 100 games to go one... God, I don't even know if I even want to count what this would be. 1/10, we'll say, of the way. So, to get 1/10 of the way, you have to do 100 matches at least and have your PSR go up the majority of the time. Now, I was playing with my crabs recently, and I will admit I have been doing extremely well with them. Extremely well. I've just been lucked out and on a roll with them as of late. So my tier may go back down. But what I have to say is some sort of numerical system for the tier system. That way I know what I have to get to the next tier. An actual numerical goal. One thing, if you watched some of my videos before, that's one thing I like to do. I like to see the number. I like to see what my goal is. I want to set a goal. I don't want a fucking progress bar. I want an actual hard set number. If it's a hard set number, I can figure out what I need to do. I can be like, okay, for the next 70 matches, I have to get a score of no less than 300 in all of them. average. So I'm gonna have a couple of matches where I'm like sitting at 200. I got a bunch of matches where I'm sitting at 600 or 800, like I had a couple of days ago. Some sort of numerical system would be really really grateful. I already like this system. It's already telling me where I sit, and it's really pushed me to play more and to bump up my skill and to work harder and try harder. Get into brawling, get into direct firing weapons. Play my mechs how they're supposed to be played, and play my guys the way I want them. So if it's a range mech, set it up ranged, but have it with certain defenses. I pretty much have, I don't know, started playing differently basically. But yeah, so that's something I'd like to see. More other change I would like to see is a little change to the voting system. The reason for that, or not even changing the voting system, but a revamp. No, how can I put this? Mainly because I've noticed over the last like 3 or 4 days, it's been the same maps and the same modes. Conquest is never used, even though it makes you the most money per match. You probably shake your head at me for that, but it actually does. If you actually play it properly and don't just brawl. See if you're running like in my crab here. In a loss, I made 250 grand in a loss for Conquest. Most of it because I was running around and capturing the points. If you capture points, you get an automatic hit towards the amount of money you're making. I think it's every tick, or every certain amount of ticks, you get 100 C-bills. Easy. Just by standing there, it's like 100 C-bills. 10 seconds later, 100 C-bills. 10 seconds later, 100 C-bills. I think it's 500 if you go there and it's sitting at 0, then you capture it. If it's sitting at -10, we'll say, for the other team, I think it's like every 10 seconds you get like 100 C-bills or something like that, I think. I'd have to look at the numbers. I can't remember. But yeah, 250 in a loss, and I didn't really do all that great. But with that in mind, yeah, it's one of the big things I'd like to see change. Is though new modes, I don't know, or maybe the game just picks a random mode. We pick the map, and then it just at that point then randomly picks the mode. Or as players play, it sees what they tend to go towards, and kind of start filtering things, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of getting a little boring. It's one reason why I stopped playing games today. I played the same match, or the same map 5 times in a row, in the same game mode 5 times in a row. It was Assault, and it was on River City, or not River City, Frozen City. 5 times in a row, Frozen City. Before that, it was 6 times in a row, Assault, Skirmish, on River City. So, I'm kind of getting to the point now where the game, it's good. I like the way the game's going. I like the way they're working on things, and I like the way things feel. But I just don't like the fact that I'm playing the same fucking maps over and over and over again. There's like, 12, 15 maps out there? 12 maps maybe? And in the last 24 hours, I've only played on 2. I've played over 20 matches. I think I played 26, 27 matches. But yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for listening to this little rant. Have a good night. See you guys on the battlefield.